folks, it's Anahita Rao. I am going to speak about the yearly forecasts today. I'm going to go over some trends for 2019, and then I will also give you a general overview of your sign. Remember, this is a general forecast for each sign, and I would advise that you listen to both your moon sign as well as your rising sign. And again, this is according to the sidereal and not the tropical calculation. So please check your sidereal sign for this. So the big question is, as usual, should you see the transit from the ascendant or should you see it from the moon? Now remember, ascendant stands for the intellect. It stands for your personality, your intelligence. So the effects that you experience are going to be visible and can be seen by everyone. Whereas the moon, everything is happening at the mental and the emotional level. So it will be more hidden, more personal, more internal, and sometimes more painful. So it may not be visible to the world as it can be shielded by you. Now, what your dasha will promise is going to take precedence and priority over any of the transits. So, for instance, if you are in the Saturn dasha, then I would place more emphasis on the Saturn transit and see how it impacts you and your life. Now, of course, the biggest news this year is the movement of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu has suffered for the past 3 years in Cancer and Leo, as well as I would say Ketu as well, because they were transiting through their enemy signs. Both the Sun and Moon are the node's biggest enemies. And Rahu will finally leave on March the 23rd to go into Gemini, a sign where it does exceptionally well. And it's very comfortable here. This will bring a relief in policies related to immigration, international trade, foreign deals, all Rahu related matters. And Ketu, of course, is going into the sign of Sagittarius, which is Jupiter's sign. A really beautiful place for Ketu, and it does very well there. Of course, we have Saturn here as well, and in fact we all know that there will be a big Saturn and Ketu conjunction coming up in 2019. The months to really watch for are July, August and September, although I would say keep a watchful eye from the months of anywhere from May till October. But the summer months will be the most intense, and you will really feel it then. Another period to be watchful for this year is the period between June the 2nd and June the 16th, as we have a Mars-Rahu conjunction then, which is a very, very close conjunction, particularly given the fact that there will also be at the same time the opposition, the exact opposition, in fact, between Mars and Saturn on June the 14th. Most important retrograde this year is that of Saturn from late April till mid-September, because this will directly impact the Ketu and Saturn conjunction. Dual signs are going to experience the most dramatic changes this year. The dual signs, of course, are Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So if you have your Sun, Moon, or even your Ascendant in any of these signs, then you're going to really feel the impact this year, and there will be a lot of changes coming your way. So now for Aries, what's in store for Aries in 2019? For Aries, the year will be good overall. And you're going to see a gradual improvement where the second half of the year is definitely better than the first half of the year. For a major part of 2019, the focus is going to be on your path, your life path, as you have a very active 9th house this year, with many planets moving through Sagittarius till December, when we can also see the final eclipse of the year. You can experience some difficulties with your superiors, so be watchful of this during the year, especially during the summer months. Jupiter continues to move through your 8th house, bringing some unexpected twists and turns with respect to long distance travel and international moves possibly. You could suddenly get an opportunity to go overseas. You may get sudden windfalls and inheritance through your family or through your spouse. If you had any interest in occult or spirituality, then Jupiter's transit will certainly help you develop these areas this year. Jupiter will move into the lucky 9th house in November, which will be a very prosperous time, making it a great time for travel, higher studies, connecting with your gurus, your father, possibility of foreign source of income, as well as foreign relocation. So that's coming up at the end of the year. Saturn remains in your 9th house all year. This is a good position for career and income matters, but to be watchful for is Ketu joining Saturn in March, which may create some confusion with career matters, and it could also test your faith. You may also start to doubt the gurus in your life. It may also cause some strife with your father. The period to be watchful for is between the months of May till mid-September, as the conjunction of Ketu and Saturn is very tight in those summer months. So be cautious, avoid big changes at that time, and making any big decisions that could be irreversible. The best news for you is Rahu moving into your 3rd house in March, giving you the courage to take big initiatives, and you can succeed in risk-taking. Rahu will aspect your 7th house of marriage, as well as your 11th house of income. So these areas are going to get a great boost, bringing opportunities for more income and even marriage prospects. Now, Saturn will also help actually in this regard, as it remains in Purvashada all year, which is ruled by Venus, which is of course your 7th house ruler. Again, Ketu may cause some disruption in this regard during the summer months, so be watchful for that, and just lay low. Just don't make any big decisions, and watch your reactions and your impulses as well. If you want to settle down, you will have plenty of opportunities coming your way, especially if you are in a Rahu Dasha or Antardasha. So socialize more, go out, take a chance in love. If you want to start a business, then this is an excellent time to do so. Also a great time to write a book, launch a website, write blogs, as you will get great results in these areas. You may also receive more opportunities to connect with your siblings. Remember, this Rahu transit you will have until the fall of 2020, so it's quite a bit of time for you to implement some of these changes in these areas. Overall, it's a good year for you. Just be watchful for the summer months from May till, I would say, mid-September especially. This is particularly applicable to be cautious if you are going through the dasha of Saturn or Ketu at the moment, or have personal planets in Gemini or Sagittarius. But overall, a very good year. Wishing you all the best, Aries.